Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today we're going to be going over an extremely overpowered farm that'll net you right around like 13 to 20 reactors per minute. This is going to be most likely patched before the January update, but I could be wrong. More specifically, we're going to go into how you can solo it, how you can do it with two people, and we're also going to go into a build that I explicitly use with this farm to make it as efficient as I possibly can. Don't forget to like the video if it helped you out, comment any feedback you got for me, subscribe to the channel if you feel that I have earned it. Do you want to see more TFD stuff? Also, check me out over on Twitch, guys. I'm live daily. The link is in the description. I would seriously love to see each and every one of you guys over there. We're having a blast over there. And this is where I actually did this live the other day with Lambo. Shout out to Lambo for making me eventually finally want to maximize my efficiency, go and do this farm. It has been a thing for about 2 weeks. So yeah, that is it for the intro. Let's jump into the video. All right, so I want to start off with a little preface. This is a little bit of a cheesy farm. Obviously, you're kind of utilizing the abort mission kind of interaction that it has with the game. I wouldn't quite say it's an exploit because it is obviously intended in the game right now. I just think it's an unintended interaction between the two missions. I want to shout out Lambo real quick. Obviously, I knew about the farm from a Reddit post about 2 weeks ago that I tried to search up and I could not find again, but I found Lambo's the one who started, kind of made me want to go and try this because I saw him on stream doing it, and we and him did it together a couple days ago before Christmas. So yeah, shout out to Lambo. Also, want to go into the farm itself. So obviously you can see in the background footage, a little bit more of a cheesy one. This has been a thing for, like I said, right around 2 weeks. It's not going to be something that's extremely overpowered. You're not going to see this nerf within a couple hours. It will most likely get nerfed because it is an unintended interaction. However, this is going to be a little bit of a cheesy farm. So all you're doing, as you can see, is you're basically running in to any outpost in the game. Just so happens that I still need a Freyna reactor that's good. I have a decent Freyna reactor, but I would like a better one. Freyna's reactor is dropping here this week, as well as an electric dimension. If you want to prepare for the new electric descendant coming in January, might be electric dimension, but it also is almost guaranteed to be electric tech as well. So kind of just prepping there. But before we go off on a tangent too long, you're going into the mission. All you do is use your ability. You don't have to ever use it again. Once you use your third ability on Freyna, your first ability, use it, walk out, abort, and then for the rest of the time you want to farm this, you're literally just walking in and walking out. Every single time you walk out of the zone, you abort. Every time you see the top, like A, B, or C pop up, you can basically walk out immediately and abort. Now, the faster you do this, the faster the waves will respawn. However, you don't have to do this at the speed of light, mainly because, you know, there is more mobs that spawn after you kill the first wave, so you get kind of more and more kills. You're not necessarily needing to do this as fast as humanly possible, but the faster you do reset it, the faster the first wave spawns, and the first wave typically gets one-shotted most of the time with the build that I'm going to show towards the end of the video. But yeah, it's incredibly quick. It is a little bit cheesy. I definitely think this is most likely going to get patched. It's basically a valby outpost farm, but it's with Freyna, and you're kind of, I would say, taking advantage of that abort mission button from the menu. Let's show the menu and how to set it up really quickly. So if you're in the game, mouse and keyboard, guys, head over to keyboard and mouse in options. What you're going to want to do is scroll down until you get to about 3/4 of the way down. You'll see right below select weapon, ring menu. I've got that on my mouse button 5, as you can see there. It's going to be one of my thumb buttons. Like I said, it's a lot quicker to set this up on a mouse button. That way you can, in one fell swoop, kind of jump down and make it so that you are instantly at the abort mission without too much hassle. Now, what I'm going to do is show you how to customize it. So I press my mouse button there. You can hit custom settings here, press Y on your keyboard. That will make it so that you can basically put anything anywhere. So we've got all of our stuff here. Abort mission, you can put right down there. Look, we can change it out. Social, put there, and then we can change abort mission there. That way, whenever you press it, you just go directly down, and that's going to make it so that you immediately abort the mission. Now, I do want to go into what it looks like with console really quickly. So console, it's automatically bound to left on the D-pad. So press left on the D-pad. You're going to go to custom settings and do the same thing. Make sure to put the abort mission down at the bottom, and then as you press it, you'll be able to immediately go down with your left stick and just abort the mission after jumping in and out, in and out. And that is a quick little setup on how to actually do the abort mission. Also, I would like to show you guys the one that I am doing it from the video. So if we take a look at the map, we're going to head over to White Knight Gulch. This is the one that I'm doing in the video, or excuse me, Vespers. This is the one I'm doing in the video where it's going to be in Moonlight Lake. Head here, and then this is the one that's dropping the reactor for Freyna this week, and as well as the electric dimension. I do want to emphasize this can be done on any of the outposts. There is more efficient outposts than certain outposts are more efficient than others. This one's very good because of the mob density and how big it is. You get a ton of reactors dropping, so it's very good. I will say this week another one available is going to be for Sharon, available from the hatchery, guys. If you want to do this one here, the White Knight Gulch hatchery, this is going to net you an amazing Sharon reactor. I actually walked into this for like the first 30 minutes on stream with Lambo, and I got my double gold crit hit damage and Colossus damage with Sharon, which is honestly pretty nice. I had a purple gold, so that's pretty nice there. But yeah, just wanted to show that before we jump into the 2 people grind and also the build. So going into it with 2 people. So basically I've got no one has to know here. He is basically doing exactly what I was doing with the mission. He's rolling in, rolling out. He's doing exactly what I was doing, right? You're walking in, making sure you're in. You can see the A, B, and C pylons. Then you go out, abort mission over and over and over. And what I did to start this mission, if you guys paid attention at the start of the kind of footage, is we spawned in and I went over to a separate mission kind of close by. Now, whatever zone you're in, this works for. You just have to make sure to get in a mission. Whatever person is not going to be resetting it is going to be making sure that they get into a separate mission. That way they are not joined into the outpost whenever the outpost starts. That way you don't actually have to abort it. Again, shout out to Lambo because this is something that I learned from him as well. But basically all you're doing is, you can see me here, I am sitting on the rock and I pressed one ability. I like to refresh it every now and then, but more or less you literally just stand there. You can see everything melt as your person who's resetting it is kind of just sitting there resetting it for you, or however you guys want to do it. It is all dying. After one ability, you just sit there, watch your pup collect everything. What I will say is kind of like, you can utilize my Discord if you guys want to find people to do this with. The link is in the description below. Also, you're going to want to probably rotate to make it a little fair. Totally up to you guys, whoever wants to play the most. But what I would recommend doing, and what me and Lambo did, was we basically just rotated so one person can kind of literally just chill and basically do nothing, and then rotate your buddy in, and then you can start doing the resetting so your buddy can chill and do nothing. That way it makes it a little bit more enjoyable. You guys can chat or whatever. It's always better to play the game with 2 people. If you're doing it solo, though, no offense. I mean, listen, if you're doing it solo, I did it solo for a pretty long time today. It's more or less like a Netflix kind of scenario where you're probably going to want to watch some shows, because this is extremely boring. However, you're going to get a ton of reactors, and I mean a ton. I had like a whole inventory full of double gold after just doing this for a couple hours today, and I am not exaggerating. It was obviously not the perfect double gold rolls, because it's just I have the all double gold filter on, but it's a lot of double golds, like a lot more than you get anywhere else, and it's a really nice farm. So not going to go on too much longer. You guys can see the footage there of the 2 people. Let's jump into the build really quickly. All right, and then I want to quickly go over the build that I'm using. It can be changed. Obviously, it's not super in-depth. It's just for farming this and to maximize the efficiency as much as we can. So obviously, it does not matter really what you're using as far as weapons. Secret, you're not really casting a lot of abilities, so Secret Garden's not really going to stack up. The Reactor, I would just make sure you have a mounted weapon so you're doing your maximum damage. Again, doesn't really matter. Obviously, tech skill toxic is going to be good here because we don't really need skill cooldown. If you want as much damage as you can to one-shot all the mobs from the outpost as you can. But jumping over to the modules after taking a look, obviously nothing really different about the Slayer set there and the modules. So it's a really weird setup, but what I've done is basically maximized my duration as well as my range, and I'm also setting it up so that I have as much damage as I can get. So we're using power increase with tech amplification and toxic amplification, and then skill simplification. This is because it gives you the most modifier you can get. And then we're using Venom Sync TM even. Now I can't really fit in like a spear and shield here, or even an iron defense, but if I could, I would throw it in. I just don't really have the setup. It's super random, but it's basically just maxing, like I said, it's maxing our duration, maxing our range, and then making sure that we get as much damage as we can. Obviously, maxing the duration and the range is making it so that whenever you use your, ability, as you guys can see, the room 0 trauma, the puddle is, the duration is 10 seconds, but also the toxic puddle that it drops goes to 7.1 seconds for the duration. You can even get that to more duration if you run the Annihilation set or Battle of Stamina if you have the proper amount of catalysts, and that will help make it so you never have to press another ability. This is pretty much specifically for this outpost run. This is not a Freyna build that I recommend to use unless you're doing the outpost farming here. This is going to make it so you never have to use another ability after using one once, and you just keep running in and out and resetting the mission. And that's as simple as it can really get. I really don't want to go too in depth on the build, but obviously utilizing quantum domain as well. And that is pretty much it for the build itself. All right, and that is pretty much it. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Do you think this is the type of thing that's probably like completely broken and needs to be patched immediately? Do you think this is something that maybe they don't patch and they just keep, like a valby outpost farm kind of how that interaction went? Or are you just kind of in between? Are you neutral? Like you don't care if it gets patched, don't care if it doesn't. You just don't want to do this, basically. I would like to know what you guys think in the comments. Definitely let me know if you're going to be using this. Also, remember, you can use it anywhere at any outpost. It works literally anywhere, and it will give you whatever reactors available. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if it helped you out. Comment any feedback you got for me. Subscribe again if you feel that I've earned it. Check me out on Twitch, guys. Would love to see you guys over there. We're live daily. We'll probably be live tomorrow, the day after this video is posted. So definitely go check me out. And yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Hope you have a great day, night, wherever you're at. But peace out. Goodbye.